Yo, what's going on? This is Andy Francess, and I'm here today to give you some of my favorite selections for No House Advantage's Thursday Night Football Pick'em contest. We got the Raiders taking on this weird iteration of the LA Rams, the Wolford-led LA Rams, which kind of throws a lot of confusing stuff at us. Who are we going to rely on with this Rams squad? They played relatively well last week against the Seahawks, but we don't know how they're going to divvy up the carries and the touches and how they're going to spread the ball around. We saw a little bit of everything last week, and it's going to be tough to try to figure out exactly how we want to navigate this particular Thursday Night Football Pick'em contest. Fortunately for you, the guys over at Stokastic offer free projections and optimal lineups for this specific contest. So if you're a little bit unsure about some things, especially on that LA side of the ball, definitely check out those free projections. You can find them on stokastic.com. So go over there, check those out in case you need the assistance or if you're not a big fan of my picks. And if you haven't even taken part in this contest, let me tell you about it. No House Advantage, they offer two types of contests. You can take part in the Pick'em contest where you just got to pick player props. It will show you a player in this game, show you Derek Carr, touchdowns, over, under, passing yardage, over, under, and you just got to pick ones and get them right. And just like the Mortal Kombat, you'll go up the mountain and up the standings, hopefully to the top and win thousands of dollars. Then the second type of contest, which we're going to submit 5 picks for tomorrow, is the Versus the House contest, where you pick any 5 player props, you get them all right, you net up to 20 times your money. So it's a great platform. You should definitely check it out. And if you go to the description of this video, No House Advantage will match your first deposit up to $50. So you throw $50 down on there, you get another $50, take part in the Pick'em, take part in Versus the House, and be rolling in cash for the weekend. And then once you run out of that money, we're going to submit another contest on Sunday for the Pick'em, and then we'll have more money to spend next week. But anyway, looking at this game, I usually love low totals. And you show me some low totals that are relatively easy to hit. Not totals on random guys who aren't going to be playing, but consistent parts of the offense. And I see a couple pieces on the Raiders. I'm focusing most of my energies on the Raiders because these last couple of weeks in this winning streak, we roughly know what we're going to get out of them. And I'm going to start with Foster Moreau, Darren Waller's replacement, and I'm going to take the over on receptions for Foster Moreau. He's actually weirdly been a pretty big part of the game plan. He had that huge touchdown against the Seahawks 2 weeks ago and then had another productive day last week. I believe he's going to get his fair share of touches, and not a crazy amount, but like we had just mentioned, this is such a low total. He's not going to need a crazy amount of involvement. So give me the over on Foster Moreau. Then another guy who's been a consistent part of the offense, just like Foster Moreau, relatively. Obviously, he's not Devontae Adams, but Mack Hollins. If you're telling me that Renfro and Waller are not playing on Thursday, then Hollins is going to be that second wide receiver. And when you think about Jalen Ramsey, you know he's going to be matched up against. Who do you think is going to get the better looks in coverage? That's going to be Mack Hollins. I'm going to take the over on receptions for him. Then looking at Derek Carr, I'm going to take the under on interceptions for Derek Carr at 1/2. In this type of game, they're likely to be ahead, or even if they're not ahead, they're probably not going to be multiple scores down. We think, you never know with Carr and the Raiders. But if he's not multiple scores down, you're going to see a ton of Josh Jacobs, and there's not going to be all these opportunities to pick him off. In a game where maybe he's going to be trailing because he's playing a team like the Chiefs or something like that, and he's going to be forced to throw it more than he wants to, yeah, then you have to be worried about an interception. But I don't think he even throws the ball a ton in comparison to a couple of the previous weeks, which is why I like the under half of an interception. Ton of Jacobs in this game. Don't think we're going to see an interception, but I do think we're going to see a lot of carries for Josh Jacobs, especially if this game is within one score or the Raiders go up. We've seen they're willing to give him 20, 30, 40, 50 carries. So I'm going to take the over on Josh Jacobs' rushing yards. It's at 70, which seems relatively low for how much he's been producing this season. Maybe that's like a rat or something like that. Maybe they're trying to get us to take it. They're setting the line that low. But you give me a slight advantage on No House Advantage, I'm going to take advantage of that advantage. So give me the over on Josh Jacobs' rushing yards. And then lastly, I don't know what the hell they're going to do on the Rams side of the ball. I don't know who's going to score the touchdowns. Who is it going to be? Higbee, Van Jefferson, Skowronek? Who the hell knows? Well, then just give me the Wolford over half of a touchdown. You don't have to be a good quarterback to throw for over half of a touchdown. One of those three guys, if one of them can get into the end zone, flop into the end zone against the Raiders, very beatable defense, then we're going to be able to hit on that one. Anytime you set anything at a half, I'm just so tempted to take the over. So give me the over on Wolford passing touchdowns. And those are the picks that I got for you on this Thursday night for No House Advantages Thursday Night Pick'em contest. Good luck to all of you. Better luck to me, as I like to say. I'll be back with you tomorrow to talk versus the house, where we're going to get another 5 and hopefully net up to 20 times our money. I will see you then. Take it easy.